34 years and 6 months, a lifetime of dedication, faith, and love poured into the hearts of many. Sister Pushpa, a shining light among the daughters of St. Paul, has lived her mission with unwavering commitment, bringing the Word of God to life across the vast and diverse continent of Africa. From the bustling streets of cities to the quiet corners of rural villages, Sister Pushpa has shared not just the gospel but also the warmth of her heart. Her hands have held the hands of the young and the elderly. Her voice has resonated with messages of hope, and her presence has brought comfort to those in need. As she prepares to return to her province in India, Sister Pushpa reflects on a journey filled with challenges and blessings. Her legacy is etched in the lives she has touched, a testament to her tireless spirit and the profound impact of her vocation. This inspiring interview is brought to you by Sister Agatha of the Daughters of St. Paul E-Media Department.
Which year did you come to Africa and how many years have you spent?
I arrived in Africa on July 3rd, 1990. That was a day of St. Thomas Feast, the patron saint of India. So as St. Thomas came to India, I came here on the 3rd of July. Means there was a cultural shock for sure. Means I didn't know. Means I just arrived. The language. I said, and even to me, all the people looked alike. So I said it was even difficult to recognize one from the another. They all look alike. Anyway, slowly, I managed to adapt. I went to learn the language so that I could communicate with people. In each country, it has its own challenges, difficulties, but place our trust in the Lord, go ahead, and He will lead you where He wants you to lead you. We have to only yield to His will and say, here I am, Lord, to do your will.
What are some of your most cherished memories and experiences?
As I look back in my life now, I have only beautiful memories of my experience here in Africa. They were really wonderful experiences of bringing the message of the Lord to all people, wherever I was. It was really a great joy and satisfaction I felt in my mission in Africa. I do feel, and I really go with a grateful heart that the Lord has used me to bring His message with the means of social communication to many countries. Going into a new experience to be a missionary in a foreign land. The languages, the customs, the culture, everything was new to me. God was always there to uplift me, to guide me, to direct my steps, and I am grateful to God and the congregation who gave me this opportunity to be an instrument in the hands of God. I always wanted to reach out as many people as I can. So I never really lost an opportunity where it was offered.
How many years have you spent since you came?
I have spent 34 years and 6 months here in Africa. The first 5 years I was in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. In that period of time I learned Kiswahili. Then I did apostolic activities. Most of the time I was in the bookshop helping out. And we also had those days a video library. Then in 1995 I came to Kenya to help Sister Maricha, who is the bursar of the delegation there. And I also went then helping hand in the bookshop, Catholic bookshop of Nairobi. At least I knew the people around. There was interaction with the public in our apostolic field. Then on Sundays we used to go for book displays, and school exhibitions also were very active then, because there were young people, and we really carried out that mission Then in 1996 October, I went to Kampala, Uganda, in which community I really stayed long. I stayed good 9 years without break. So I went most of the schools in the Masaka, Barara and Kabale. There was a priest named Father Peter Baka. He was really fell in love with our apostolate, and he was animating the school. So he always accompanied me and my sisters who are coming with me. He used to animate the students in the school, and he is a good speaker. He can animate. Means he was really a positive presence in our apostolate in Uganda. And whenever we had to go anywhere else, he used to accompany us. So in Mbrara, Kabale and Kisoro, all those places I went with him in our mission. Then from Uganda, I went to Nigeria to open the community in Abuja, and we used to visit parishes every Sunday. Means two parishes, twice 2 weeks, 2 Sundays on one parish, next 2 Sundays in another parish. And that's how we began our mission in Abuja. We were staying with one benefactor, Sarah Sunday, and he accommodated us and given us the necessary help to put up our residence there. And then from there I went to Rome for a 1-year garrison course. When I was in garrison course, we had opened the community in South Sudan, Juba, and the superiors sent me to Juba, which I accepted gladly. I stayed 6 years. 6 years in Juba, and then I was sent for 1 year to India for a renewal course. Not exactly 1 year, 6 months course, and I stayed there. While I was doing that course, I was supposed to come to Nairobi, and that was when I went. That was my next community will be Nairobi. But while I was in India, they asked me if I could go to Tanzania back, and I went back to Tanzania in 2015, and I was in the bookshop, and I helped there in the bookshop. And 2019, again I was asked to go to Juba, South Sudan, and 2022 I was really prepared to leave the African continent and go back to my country, India. I even told Sister Rosemary, please don't plan for me anything. I would like to return to India. And then she said fine. And then we opened the community in 2022 in Kisumu. So she asked me, Sister Pushpa, can you postpone? You are going to India and we help out in the new Kisumu community. I said yes. And 2022 to now, I was in Kisumu, and I really enjoyed maybe my beautiful time, the most beautiful, cherished memories I have in Kisumu. It was really a joy. Every 2 Sundays, first 2 Sundays we go out. If we are enough people, we visit 2 parishes. If we are members are less, 1 parish. But it was really a joy. People are just waiting for you there. They're happy to have you. They really welcome you. And I really thank everybody, especially starting with Archbishop Maurice Mugatia Makumba and all the priests in the Archdiocese of Kisumu. When you say yes to the Lord on the day of your profession, it's a permanent day. You don't take it back. There are difficulties comes, but I really urge all of us, trust in God. He is the one who called you and He will sustain you. If you have, your destiny is that you die in one of these difficult places, thank God that He called you to be a martyr. I mean, That is why God wants you to make up your seat. So accept the reality, go forward, God bless us.
May her story inspire us to serve with compassion and courage wherever we are called.